Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Guys, protein powders are supposed to help us build muscle and stay healthy. But what if I told you that nearly half of them contain dangerous levels of toxic metals? A shocking new report has found that 47% of protein powder tested had unsafe levels of lead and cadmium, two metals that cause serious health issues over time. If you are using protein powder, you will want to stick around because I am going to break down which brands were affected, how you can check if your protein powder is contaminated, the safest options available, and even some natural alternatives. So let's dive in. The hidden dangers in protein powders. A recent independent study tested a variety of popular protein powders, including plant based and whey based brands, and the results were alarming. Almost half of the protein powders tested contain lead and cadmium at levels exceeding safety limits set by health authorities. These metals are harmful because they don't leave your body easily. They accumulate over time, leading to issues like the kidney damage, neurological problems, and the weakened bones. But where are these coming from? Most of the contamination happens naturally, especially in the plant based protein powders. Some plants absorb minerals from the soil, those grown in polluted or metal rich environments tend to contain higher amounts of these harmful elements. In some cases, contamination may also come from poor manufacturing practices or tainted processing equipment. So, which protein powders are contaminated? According to the report, the highest levels of lead and cadmium were found in plant based protein powders, especially those labeled as organic. While organic may sound healthier, these powders are often sourced from plants grown in mineral rich soils that can contain heavy metals. Some well known brands that tasted high in contaminants included: first is Garden of Life, a popular plant based protein powder that had some of the highest levels of heavy metals. Second, Vega Protein and Greens, another organic plant based options that contain concerning levels of lead and cadmium. Third is organic protein, marketed as clean and healthy choice but taste showed elevated heavy metal content. Fourth is purely inspired organic protein. This budget friendly brand was also found to contain lead and cadmium beyond the safe limits. So, even though plant based protein powders were the worst offenders, some whey based and collagen based protein powders also contain small amounts of lead, arsenic, and mercury, too, at the lower levels. So, how to know if your protein powder is contaminated? Now, you might be wondering, how do I check if my protein powder is safe? So here are few steps you can take to find out. So first step is check for the third party testing. Look for brands that are certified by organizations like NSF, Informed Choice, or Clean Label Project. These certifications mean the product has been tested for the contaminants. Second step is read the brand's transparency reports. Many reputable brands provide lab testing results on their websites. If they don't, that's a red flag. Third step is avoid cheap or unverified brands. If a protein powder is suspiciously cheap or lacks clear ingredient sourcing, that's a higher chance it could be contaminated. Fourth is look for heavy metal testing labels. Some brands specifically mention that they test for heavy metals and ensure their products meet safety standards. Fifth step is consider your symptoms. If you experience frequent fatigue, brain fog, or digestive issues after consuming protein powder, it might be worth switching brands and seeing if your symptoms improve. So, which protein powders are the safest? The good news is that not all the protein powders are unsafe. Several brands have been tested and found to contain little to no heavy metals. Some of the cleanest options include: first is Transparent Labs 100% grass fed whey, a high quality whey protein that undergoes rigorous testing. Second is Naked Whey, an all natural grass fed whey protein that is free from the contaminants. Third is Promex Whey Isolate, a clean whey protein that provides third party lab testing results. Fourth is Momentous Essential Plant Based Protein, a rare plant based protein powder that tasted safe. Fifth is KOS Organic Plant Based Protein. Some versions of this brand have tested low in contaminants. So, when choosing a protein powder, go only for trusted brands that prioritize quality control and the third party testing. Now, here are some of the natural alternatives to protein powders. If you are worried about contaminants but still want to meet your protein needs, you can also consider these natural alternatives that provide just as much protein without the risk. First is eggs, one of the best sources of complete protein with essential amino acids. Second is Greek yogurt, high in protein and great for the digestion. Third is cottage cheese, packed with slow digesting casein protein for muscle recovery. Fifth is lentils and chickpeas, excellent plant based protein sources without the risk of heavy metals. Next is nuts and seeds. Almonds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds are rich in protein and healthy fats. Next is lean feed meats and fish. Chicken, turkey, and salmon are great protein options without any additives. So, by focusing on whole food sources, you can avoid the risk associated with protein powders while still getting enough protein to support your fitness and the health goals. So, guys, the findings of this report are very concerning, but they don't mean you have to give up the protein powder completely. The key is to choose wisely. Look for tasted and the certified brands, and when in doubt, go for the natural alternatives. So, what are your thoughts on these findings? Have you checked if your protein powder is the safest? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more health updates. Stay informed, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.